At dawn along the riverbank, a mother platypus guards her nest as two dark pups and a rare white albino baby hatch from their shells. But a sudden tropical storm triggers a violent flash flood, sending torrents of muddy water rushing into the burrow. Acting instantly, the mother tears into the clay walls and uses her flat tail to hammer together a watertight mud plug, stopping the deluge and sealing her vulnerable newborns in safety. With her nursery safely fortified, the exhausted mother slips out through a submerged escape tunnel into the cool, sunlit depths of the river. To nourish her growing pups, she must constantly hunt. Swimming with powerful strokes of her webbed forepaws, she dives to the riverbed, closing her eyes and ears beneath watertight skin folds while using the sensitive electroreceptors on her bill to detect the faintest bioelectric pulses of hidden prey. Sifting through the gravel, she quickly unearths a blue-clawed freshwater crayfish and floats to the surface to feed. But these fertile waters are also the hunting grounds of a silent nightmare. Rising from the black shadows of a sunken tree hollow, a massive 2-meter African longfin river eel locks its cold yellow eyes onto the diving platypus. The serpentine predator strikes with blinding speed, snapping rows of needle-sharp teeth just inches away. Executing a desperate high-speed roll, the mother leads the giant monster on a breathless underwater chase through a labyrinth of granite boulders. Squeezing her flattened body into an impenetrable rock crevice, she narrowly escapes the eel's crushing jaws as the frustrated predator slowly disappears back into the abyss. As the blistering afternoon sun bakes the savanna, a new and far more ruthless menace prowls the riverbank above. A battle-scarred 2-meter Nile monitor lizard emerges from the dry brush, its long forked tongue tasting the warm air for the scent of fresh prey. Locking onto the underground nursery, the heavy reptile begins tearing violently into the clay mound with dagger-like talons. Inside the darkened chamber, terror erupts as chunks of earth and tangled roots collapse onto the helpless pups, trapping the fragile albino baby in a dusty corner. Returning to the surface, the mother platypus charges up the bank, issuing sharp distress clicks to lure the predator away. But a savage swipe of the lizard's muscular tail sends her tumbling into the scrub. With the mother pushed aside, the giant monitor thrusts its scaled snout directly through the shattered ceiling, lowering its gaping jaws to seize the cornered white pup. Just as all hope seems lost, a violent wake cuts across the river surface. The massive male defender platypus erupts from the water, charging up the clay slope with ferocious speed to protect his bloodline. Launching his heavy body through the air, the male defender slams directly into the giant reptile's flank, knocking the intruder away from the open nest. The enraged monitor lizard whips around, puffing up its banded throat and lunging to pin the smaller mammal to the ground with its crushing claws. But nature has armed the male platypus with one of the wild's deadliest hidden weapons. Shifting his weight beneath the predator's chest, he flexes his hind ankles, unsheathing 2 razor-sharp ivory calcaneus spurs, dripping with potent neurotoxin. In a single explosive motion, he drives both venomous spurs deep into the soft tissue beneath the lizard's foreleg scales. The effect is instantaneous and excruciating. Overwhelmed by burning, paralyzing agony, the giant reptile thrashes violently, convulsing in shock as systemic venom spasms lock its muscles. Incapacitated and broken, the once fearsome hunter turns and limps into the thick, thorny brush, fleeing for its life. Standing victorious on the ridge, the male keeps watch while the mother returns underground to gather her trembling pups and meticulously repair the damaged roof of their sanctuary. Want to see an eagle attack a baby mongoose? Click the card above. Several weeks have passed, and the quiet river cove is once again bathed in golden morning light. The pups have grown rapidly, developing dense, glistening waterproof coats, none more striking than the magnificent young albino pup. Today marks a vital milestone in their survival, as the mother leads her young down the tunnel and out into the warm, crystal-clear shallows of the river. Hesitating at the water's edge, the white pup dips its pink bill into the shimmering ripples before taking its very first strokes, discovering the effortless buoyancy of its buoyant pelt. Diving gently beneath the surface, the mother demonstrates how to sweep the sandy bottom for food. Watching intently, the albino pup dives down with closed eyes, skillfully unearthing its very first freshwater shrimp from beneath a smooth river pebble and surfacing triumphantly in a burst of morning sun. As the young siblings playfully tumble through the shallows, the male defender joins the group, gently nudging the white pup in quiet approval. Climbing onto a wide, sun-warmed granite boulder, the entire platypus family gathers together, basking peacefully in each other's warmth as the crimson sun sets over the quiet African waterway.